of the members. That is where my strategy is addressing now, and that's where my vision is also targeting.
But where we are now?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have enough time to so no wait me actually. And Bernard, within 1 minute, what to me?
No,
That knows into best rest will be your questions. Ne, maybe your person busana. Answer na Bernard. What's the entire person obey no? Say
Yeah, financial strength, no. From
okay.
problem, yeah, challenge in your whom identify now your problem. My vision is a bit maybe the solution, but address that challenges. Yeah.
That's it. Into every for Saturday to mama members. Now, what question be out the Bernard?
I have one question about his strategy on influence, because how I'm seeing
But I am not Abudina or Hundi Papra or Casa.
Okay. Emmanuel Antinekasano.
Okay.
A question I'm busy about influence, because we are only outside. We are outside the country, and one thing I mean is say Moka's influencer. Is it an influence based on our ideas? National partner who say we have good ideas, and also influence in terms of positions, because when it comes to positions, a do say partner winning power, there are a specific group they hold all the influence. So how would you be able to ensure say you're outside no? We are treated fairly, and we have enough influence to get some positions.
Thank you very much. We all know that politics is not just an ordinary business. It's a business aimed towards money or cash or power. And this we seek influence. That's the principle in politics. Until say to me, I mobilize it, say US air project be a Albania impact kese or Ghana, and then bet contribute towards the need of the mother party now. Or bet my influence certain decision. But yeah, you need to be influence at the moment. Until we need to build our financial strength to be able to connect with the right people, so that when we are talking, we can also have a say in their decision.
Yo. Bernard, yeah, that's so we start question now. Oh, follow up question or answer you now. Oh, follow up question. What you mean the
sorry, na candidates in Sutimi Bisabia.
Make us a debut because a candidate in na Yebusa mo I is over Ghana first and no presidential debate na. So na do ne ubi kotena ho a umu a won de mu musa more questions. But minim ebia say because yeah me feel say yeah say
yeah, sure say omo timi bisa question.
More of answering and I'll bet which my address be as some more kind. But yes, I will be true question. I'm answered yeah, busano.
But
are you saying in terms of the chairpersons for Nana, and I say other candidates in also also bad from, for example, right now chairpersons like here. If you want to ask a question, which may be sana.
Exactly.
Good. Dog. Yeah, because we feel say Makion the only doing with Bernard question, and Bernard hinting with Makion, but the others, I think say they should be now. Yeah.
Sorry, Alfred. But you other not Makion don't even be Ben question.
Sir, Omumi, you know they contested for chairperson.
No, but it doesn't matter. It's a free question. Maybe Bernard Kwabet ma convince Makion Atuamano. So he should be able to ask him questions.
Okay, well, that I felt say if a no can generate a main kind of saying
Attention.
attention no money because they were here and American say presidential debate here, yeah. Mona Mabasi be some question. Yeah, Mumi and be some question on the stage.
Exactly.
So best to say
Mm-hmm.
contesting it
and the time and the time crying time nisha time ya lot ma muscres
yeah, you should Bernard where 1 minute for
this
this.
Yeah,
you should 1 minute of Bernard time for this interview. 1 minute back Canadian. And the young so other candidates, no, mobile to me every question. Why? Babjo, obi your question.
But your question
okay. Yeah, committee, so they message you refrain from answering.
Hold on. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah. Question. Yeah, Babjo. Obi your question will be
Pacho Isaac
I'm adding 1 minute.
I just joined. I don't know. So we'll answer question. Bernard.
Yes.
Of all the Juma Makion, he could have done better during his tenure. The 2 minimum you think you can do a better job than what Makion is doing now?
Yeah, I think Makion has his strengths in terms of connecting the external branches, having an impact on collaboration in projects on external branches. But you share you see kasem ye boye amayetimi a contribute to any impact. Says kasem ne dem hu say Makion ewulu ho. To me, in my opinion, I challenge abisi sabri. Yentimu so ntimi ohona me so me de project in him the any experience any know-how because me background in business administration and chairman is more or less CEO, and if having a company and choosing somebody who has no business acumen, I think you are playing a big risk. And having sustainable expertise and circular economy and business development expertise, I think I'm the best person to handle that aspect, to be able to develop projects that will generate income for the sustainable NPP Finland.
All right, that's it. Yeah, the basic hadum if you say 8 minutes 44 because of the discussion in Bemon. The Bernard, was BGD said what time what you should to the best of your the to us now Yanko the other candidate which is incumbent Makion the wait me Abana also washes but I say Bernard. Yeah, you
Okay, all right. Good evening to everybody. Now, with you, I'm going to be very, very brief. Already, having been your chairman for the past 4 years, there has been some challenges, but irrespective of that, we have made some very modest but significant achievements. Who's a party, in terms of our membership or our growth. Party, significance within the national party structure, and so a crossroad. Under my administration, individuals are every party for the first time, among acquiring through this branch, military, police, fire service, posting to SHS placement, and so many other opportunities. You start. There are people who got 30,000 Ghana cedis and so on and so forth for their families through this branch. So we have done quite a bit. But I think that as a party, there is still a lot to be done. I was here, my idea, and I was a party, I was a branch, you to increase your membership. And so one of the areas I want to focus in my next administration, they say, party, bit many chapters in all the or many of the cities are Finland has, there are so many people who sympathize or affiliate with the party, but among any Helsinki has a party in Helsinki Vanta Expo. We need to expand to those areas and have chapters. My party my party beyond that, say as a party, as a branch, we need money. Sikasem accountable our politics. But I think that as a branch, we need to identify our niche. Where do we have our niche? So, for example, when it comes to money, there is no way from where I sit. It is difficult, let me put it that way, for Finland to rub shoulders with the US in terms of fundraising and all that because of our different or peculiar nature. But I believe that so far we have not done very well. Oh, sorry, we have not done very bad at all. In the previous elections, and also it raise the funds. Support. Constituents when they are adopting now, it raise funds. Adopt to the extent to say the only constituency here, party every year or Western North region, we sponsored that constituency and we won. And I think that we need to do more in that area. Party members should feel say so much more party anymore or party need to. And so issue of welfare so maybe say we will give more attention to welfare of members. Yesterday be a first cabra some to an as will be in few. So these are some of the areas I feel say as a party or as a branch, and we need to focus more going forward.
Okay, that's what time no now we have 4 minutes more to ask questions from Makion. Mr. Mo, the floor is now open.
Okay, so Emmanuel Anthony,
yes.
So my question is now say like party branches across Finland, and it's true because Anka Joe Kranak catcher me say inviting me to join Anka. I never knew there was anything going on or any form of election. What I say. And my question is how is he going to ensure that these branches are established across all the cities now all can? And how is he going to find ways of communicating to people, reaching out to people to actually join?
Right. Doc, may I say? So we share party registration say who register we ask people to identify the state where they live or the city where they live. The idea is to get a focal person in every city, and that is the starting point. So once we are done with the registration, and we know at least we can identify some few people who are in the cities, then we begin from them, and then we collaborate with them and see how we can reach out to other people who also sympathize with the party or affiliate with the party. And I think for now, we believe that is the best approach I also adopt, because I may not know everybody who is in Oulu or Tampere or stuff like that. But this registration process, it has given us a clue as to the people to contact in that respect. And so I remember in the past we had somebody from Oulu who even became a communication officer. It was because of some of these registration processes. And to begin say we will adopt that strategy and we're able to reach out to people if it's a Omodo party, so that we can establish chapters there, and then they can also be formidable. I don't know if I tried to answer your two questions in one. I don't know if I've responded to both of them there. If there's one there,
yeah, it's been answered. Thank you.
Bernard, marking your time, and you say, "Untimi answer question to Mr. Oma." Yeah, exhausting the time, answer I'm about why? Because as chairman to chairman, you cannot ask questions and we are within. You need rebata.
Or they make my statement and look me who say,
and I'm saying, you need rebata and
no. So what refer me, you know?
Yeah, Mammy, 7 minutes and why? She say, "What mama used to sometimes you have to add 1 minute to another day." Mr. One more. If say now I have to add 1 minute to Makion's time. Yeah, will be a question be man.
Isaac, Makion, thank you very much for your service. Wushe, the past 4 years, which moment do you think was your lowest, where you think you could have made a better decision, and what lessons would you learn going forward if you are giving the mandate to continue?
Okay, thank you very much. I think that one of our lowest moments as a branch was when we sort of didn't apply our resources properly. So I can give an instance. We organized a picnic program with NDC. And, I think that program, if we had used that money to organize for only NPP people, because we virtually, financed the entire program. NDC they didn't really bring much. So I think that if we had focused on our people, on our members, and used that money to organize our own picnic and use that to mobilize our base, we would have made more impact than the approach we took.
All right. But you'll be a question, man. It will bear some few seconds. All right. The weather we now was a time or so. I think say Bernard. As some Makio can say you see Casemuni and also no yaki. That is what I heard. And apart from that,
no, can be say ye US for 8 million rock shoulders. And I may my idea a bit more more a rock shoulders.
I know the Mr. There. Me answer no because or no waka voters in a red say a year and last year because I know there is related to who was some and Mr. Yeah, fancy one. I mean, also can be we should because any my answer. Now we are going back and forth, and the main thing is not for each other to respond.
Okay,
more debate. That's all right. 80 Sabri, you to us so you're ready. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Nakameka say, I think say maybe Kusi wants to clarify something. Maybe we give an opportunity to also probably clarify in 30 seconds. So that we
get others no see we na time na say a year. I can say because a year mummy no na more compare. I don't want a in case say mummy okay, then I'll give that a but other yen try say you be mo bi akasa. Send a be me mummy no kwa. Aha. Yo nti also every first contesting for first vice chairperson. So what? The floor is yours.
Fellow patriots, Madam Wase, and then you may a Jumadi. A Quenya Modiama say, in fact, Yeniso Dihono, entry as first vice. Things say Kusina Bayer chairman or say Chairman Makion, and ever coswatna a Jamon. The main aim, they say, Ubia Udi Pet, any Mubiano, Mebono, a chidom as vice, the chairman Jumedia Odie, and I'm Rebiano, or be delegating the powers be amount. And the vision, they say, Mebo chairman, a chidom. Na ya move a pet, forward. to the next level. And number 2 so no, and I must say we play a role as a utility player no so no. I will make sure say we avail myself to every other executive via so that mebo ubia hdom. And more importantly no so no a vital say a drew mrebia and yema went to bia yeni anti-encosono. I will be fishing for that and try to bring everybody along. And as I keep all the executives to our feet and make sure say your branch I grow from strength to strength. And say my vision for occupying the first vice and I know. That must say.
Yo, Bernard. Also, you better was the Sabre floor now is open for questions.
Okay, so I have 2 questions for you. So one time I heard about these elections and power, and they say sometimes when people get into power, the power goes into their head until they start making choices which are not beneficial to the party, into the group. What you say? And my first question is, in case a chairman now was supporting or making certain decisions or partner, how are you going to ensure say he moves onto the right path? And I say, how will you ensure say the party takes a decision on the chairman? And the second question is, in case the party chairman is not around, right, and you become the interim chairman, are you going to follow his vision? And I say you are also going to bring your own vision, and how are you going to connect that to the party in general?
Yo, Amedawase. Looking at our question we na emedwene ho and enra nwumre me video bi de to a platform no so. Na meka bibi say yes say de otwa esa no onim say na chi achia. Se onim a ebia ono a wotimi e correct no. Enti se udi na chi na ochia na ewo sade obesi aka no ene bema o si oh me kura ma adwene anko ho eye ano bye bye ena woka no obuo ekwan so na ohu se opanyini no ana ohu se wone no ena eye adwuma enti me use the word constructively enti nipa de in your relationship no obi wo ho a onim se nipa we wakame enokre but ebuo bia ne ketesi bia so a ode mame no ode amame sa inti it is important say ansana sa moment no kra bedru no wohwe woni nipa no relationship ye so wo hu say wonye vice you are going to use the vice and say mre bia no wo pese wotwintwan na 19 say in future bia no wo pese wo push no free ho be hye ho a na se wo hu say sa na wote but you are somebody you really want to build with him. If you even criticize and answer all the critique be back constructively obesom na ode ayejuma. So I will always have to make my relationship well and so chairman so so all the executive members no ebia so so council of elders so a patron so inti abrebia no you are able to criticize constructively, think aloud, and also help your collaborative relationship. Afe se chairman anywhere. And I must say, chairman's visions become the branch vision. You will always have vision be a branch ni na asomwa yede emuvu forward. So why not? When him say adewe eboa epetino, though chairman the proposal here, and I say chairman and any so ade but Oshas here no, it's taking the branch somewhere. Ain't it so when you and I say or delegate you and for some reason to on to me perform any duty, you take it and take all the other executives and the branch along. And you make sure say Jumadia Yashas we get there. Obana said we'll be transferred to another direction in the middle of the journey. In those cases, na ya entire emwa. Medawase.
All right, it was still 10 seconds. Let me say why is there still time me now? Almost with that question. So we are any question there, not to say. Also, you better was exactly 7 minutes. Hey, Okra, I was 5 minutes because make I say, and what the number? So what's the see amount for me? But Omama can yeah got 5 minutes into Mr. Ma. Make sure that we use time enough. What you try answers. All right, your Bernard Wadi was second vice chairperson or by Bernard. Okay, and to be going to me and Johnny dear. You move Peter, unfortunately, the home fan me case ma if so be a question before the secretaries as well. You can put it on the platform no if you said be within the minutes and hope for a turn. But I think Mr. Yeah, Fidino, Obusa a lot of almost every candidate. Yeah, Obusa a lot of questions already there. So, and then move on to Frank Boate, Deputy Secretary. So, what's what?
Kukudu. Kukudu.
She
Mr. So, they're from Frank Boateng now. I did Boateng now. Mr. So, the vision is as a deputy secretary in the Mr. Delegation, a Jumaya me. Into my name is General Secretary. Ebe Kambo na ye Juma, especially mobilization, administration staff, any BBI ebe or party no correspondence ebe handle any BBI no. Yeah na the day-to-day administration of the party ninti no. Ejuma bia me secretary de be ma me no me de ahobrase mu ebe ye na me sua ade so na ma pray and Kambo mu ama branch no said ebe ye numbers no ebe grow. Ti mani so ade hu ni say ebe ma NPP Finland are attractive. I'm a Obibia. They are party, no. The Bobre, any vision, war development in freedom, no. And my start here from our forefathers in there, no. Yeah, to me, Eddie, my communicators, na in answer, Eddie, Washim. Especially so, to me, your ranks, no. Yeah, to me, I can't, Eddie, a bonny at your home, now, I reconcile, a bit move forward, party never conquer. So basically, Eddie, we vision and say, you know, be kaboom. Now you're strong. You're united front. Yeah, they call 2028 and beyond. And I did back so that I so I be promoted, especially young for your wahane. You be the party in the but who say NPP for a very long time. Say NPP a conservative party, maybe a conservative though. But when we say we should voter trend in politics now, because and this one your optical politics. Then people back kwele ye didi. And this you the optics in the BT NPP for. A typical example is that time land be a marketing is a Achimota forest. Now I say John Will a party be a copy and or will yes our land in a portion man and offer abuse and neighbor. I say MPP for to Achimota forest. Meanwhile, Minister Bujinapo had the list of conforming DC for
2 minutes now.
More listen, any optical politics. Okay, you know. And can you taking it for granted or say yes, so you major in those minor things, no. If you say voters in baby, no more pay. And politics about winning. And your strategy, you know, you're fine, you say. And I think that we have to shift or we have to blend with the current trend of politics in our economy. pacho my ya
Okay.
na adwuma ne de ne
Good.
kese ne de me secretary de be ma me no e do na ho brasim ma ya we ne so se mesua na me ne nyina aye adwuma pacho me da ase.
Okay, that's it. Abujafo, will be your question, man.
I'm and then more questions by him on Lanty. See, now as a general question, general secretary now, I can main one question will become, but who had or some of them out because so we trend now. Like I'm asking about the main party in 2020. Now John Body now age general secretary, and we actually lost a lot of seats, and mostly or Nyadi or Mubu Tiano. And GFK buy no our losses even worse than John Body.
Yes.
Until if it were you are again what
okay,
are you
so straight away then now who say I don't know you say general secretary in TNS and causes are by na be west. And the problem is beyond the general secretary. I'll say diagnosis na ya anye ni ye. I'll say a broaden issue na ye hwemu ye. Na ye hu the main cause because you see coach nya the Yasaki coach. Coach the Ekokota fan na Yasaki no. We crowd the Obaya one qualify for group stage from group stage to the next stage. And to show basically the problem no of course general secretary one there but any home one problem they work into all aspects of party no baby I will say ye shemu kina be I will say ye shemu kina na diagnosis ni ye and yet me say na general secretary kwa problem other than that and ye kill some mischief no and ke be make improvement but me da say some answer ye dia me da say
All right. Or some still to 40 seconds. Will be your question, man.
if you me gidi say any general secretary nkwa na problem no e no na the main issues no goes beyond the general secretary no na enema ekoso no edoso nti be feel say diagnosis no na anko yi na bia ye ko focus so say change general secretary your fortunes do so ye be better nti me feel say na problem is beyond that it didn't say me question here my answer here satisfactory there but that is basically what I can say for now.
yeah, okay. Yeah, it's
right.
okay. Time is empty. It's okay.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
that's it. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
it. Exactly 5 minutes. After be movie ako a year treasure, so branch treasure into a year Frank ya or somewhere say my talk.
Good evening, Chairman, and
Good evening.
good evening to everyone. I'm Pacho, within Frank Yao Asamoah, and I'm standing to take up the treasury position. For the past 4 years now, I've served as an executive member. And during these 4 years, I identified I can improve at the treasury and at our financial department. And with my experience and then my exuberance, I believe strongly, say, I can bring a significant change to that particular department. Even say in dues collection, most of the times you drew occasion and sana dues at the funeral grounds, at the outdooring and at the wedding. And I think the treasurer, one of my duties is to make sure all that is done, all the dues are collected, all donations are collected before the program. And I believe strongly, say, I can do that, and I will be able to do that when I'm in this position. That's one. And secondly, normally we don't know our finances. The branch, you need your finances. We don't know whether we have money or not. The members are kept in the dark. They don't know. So I believe, say, I can bring a change to that side too. I'll make sure, say, I'll be updating the members monthly. That's for the dues, and quarterly, I'll also update them on our finances and all. One other thing that I want to introduce in collaboration with my fellow executives, if they will permit me, say we'll bring a flat rate welfare system I want to a flat rate welfare system where Obi Enya Sikansi Obi. Sorry, say I'm saying this here, but then sometimes one say yeah contribution na Obi Enya 500. Now Obi si yeah koni yasino. Now only Enya 200, which is not fair. Once you're a member, a dues paying member, we should have a flat rate. Okay, all right. Nyama ndi emi obebre enti say woman me chance na may bebre na branch na akodi. Thank you.
Thank you. The will be 2.5 minutes. We'll be a question be out of my treasurer incoming.
Me say busa that question. Me say busa question because okay, so as a like one time anytime be a party be lose election and now say be election be a Robert say yes say almost discuss koi say on van koi campaign and we discuss and we discuss. How would you ensure say from Finland now say in case say he support a constituency be the money that we send over now is used for the right manner? My question is
thank you. We'll make sure say the money goes to the right people. Sometimes once a scanner your transfer will be keke. We are not sure say onuna or handle sa nyamana like logistics once the scanner branch chairman. So when I'm in that position, I'll make sure the money goes to whoever is in charge of logistics, not the branch chairman. Yeah, so I will disburse monies to people that are actually doing the job. I don't know if that answers the question.
Answer here because if you send the money without letting the branch, if the branch chairman and can ubiquity issues between the constituency now, and I say at the cry because the branch chairman be able to who say yeah the PB he has to be involved. In the, I think so because all transfer money or Jumana is going to create a lot of a problem from what I've seen so far. I think say home there ebi a obehwe ho yi kakra because it's kasem there and then same enenam.
Yes, I know, I understand that, but then the branch chairman will be in the know. Say, Omu branch no, Omenya this amount, right? But then for us to get the job done, we want to say Ghana say, oh, Anna say, oh, your project or Ghana, okay. Okay. Thank you.
So making point to be just
I'm just trying to emphasize say this kind of nipa na oya idea na you are sure say the work will be done instead of say chairman.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yo, Frank Yao Asamoah and Yatin and Kano for contesting for treasurer. Now we'll move on to the branch organizer in the person of being Godfrey. Thank you, Doctor. The dog, the floor is yours.
Okay, may I say, electoral commissioner and your committee. At least I say, open year break. We have worked with the party for all this while, since 2014. I've moved on from youth organizer and then the organizer. As an organizer, like worker B. So you take directives from your general secretary. So in this case, our branch secretary and then the chairman, because they give directions. But my vision is that I'm able to canvas support for all the effort that my chairman and then the secretary plans in achieving. So Finland, one problem that we have is mobilization. Sometimes we have so many people who go to the various platform commenting, defending the party, but when you try to bring them, it becomes difficult. So right now, my vision is to bring those people on board. By hook or crook, I have to bring them on board so that we can revitalize the party for the ultimate goal of getting to power in the next general election, which is 2028. I'll end here. If there's any question, then I'll have time to kind of answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You are within your time, 140. Yes. More questions to him. So if anybody have a question.
Yeah, I have a question. So
perfect.
My question is this: so we share WhatsApp group in the man. I think we have a lot of people in the group, but I think for the two meetings I'm on Zoom, we have a low a number of people who attend these meetings. We only have about 21 people, and majority of you are the executives. So as an organizer, how are you going to ensure, say, if you have a meeting, majority of the members are going to attend? Because it seems that every time it's just a few people now attending meetings. As an organizer, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I think like I said, there have been we have so many active people. Even when any issue comes up, they are there to kind of give their opinions, and their opinions really count. So right now, there have been a plan that we should have chapters. So, for example, if you're able to have Helsinki, Vanta, Espoo, Olu, Vasa, Yoinsu, Kuopio, we have representatives there. The work will be much easier for us to get them, because sometimes we have so many people there, but we don't even know. Right now, we don't have a clear. We just recently that we give out the forms to sign or the fill in. So now we'll be able to know where each and everyone lives. I think that makes a lot of the work easier. So we'll be able to map up, and then we can get a lot of people on board in this case. But that has always been the challenge that we face. And then, but with your support, I know Dr. Auntie, you'll be able to help us. I mean, mobilize more people to effectively carry out the party activities as expected of us.
All right, we still have 1 minute. So if anybody, or let's be done. Any other question too? We are about 21. So others, some more questions. Yeah, we'll be saving. So far, Dr. Emmanuel has been fantastic. He's been asking a lot of good questions.
Yeah.
So more
Yeah, maybe one thing whilst we are waiting for somebody to ask question, if nobody's asking some question, that maybe I can chip in one thing. Yeah, we as a party, there's one thing that Finland has been able to achieve for this past years. That I mean, if you think about our visibility in terms of the diaspora network, sometimes I always ask myself how we able to do it, but ultimately there's still more work to do, especially when you think about connecting the constituencies and then the regionals. And that's one of my vision, that as an organizer, we should be able to get both chairmen, aspirants talked about networking. And networking is one key thing that we should be doing. And then that one will come through organizing.
Okay, the time I brought 30 seconds. Yeah, fancy with us. All right. I think that we are moving quite in the right direction here. Well, things like a few people. So we are now moving on to the women organizer. So Aha no. Pacho first you are.
Mpacho me wa.
Yo, the any plan here there.
Okay, thank you. EC, any honorable members. Mpacho, as a woman organizer, no, my vision is say, may build a strong woman and connected women like association. And I think say by so doing, because I had no any time, sir. Most of the time, they share what say we social media, social
Social media.
you call baby, it's a
Social gatherings.
picnics and gatherings, social gatherings, na share any at the internet. By so doing, I think say, me go my dream on say me nyadia say if I win na, then going forward, say Ubema money most of them, why your ambassadors. And see, by so doing, they too, bet me reach out to their families, friends, because we need the numbers. Yeah, per se, increasing numbers. And so, no more musa power now, almost to me get it to friends, families, and then others. And see, all the time, not just say, yeah, base, yeah, strong. And see, and I'm to build strong women connected and then just say Emma akukudrufuo sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛn nso no kyerɛ sɛ mmarima no kɔ a na yɛn nso yɛkɔ bi
Yo,
that things na mepɛ sɛ meyɛ going forward sɛ menya deɛ a
even though
ɛnti no mewie
yo, even though yo, I feel everything for floor no open. Obi a work question be a for sell them.
Oh, okay. My question is, see, as I heard, almost standing for executives here. A member no endorse. I think so. Unkwani or buy. How are you going to make sure, say, Finland and ubetimi apeke ma omonso ebetimi abe standing for executives and not just women's organizer keke. Obetimi standing for general secretary, chairmanship, communications director because say NDC formpo etimi elected first vice chairman or your ba. How are you as a women's organizer going to ensure that women are involved in the party executives like here in Finland?
yo mate that's it ɛnti na meka sɛ going forward no ɛyɛ sɛ wohu sɛ most of them no ɛyɛ sɛ nipa no nya akokoduro answer coming forward nti this my target say going forward no ɛna mɛyɛ sɛ akyire the new way na ɛbɛba no sɛ meka ho bia ɛne ɛnya ɛbɛ discuss na kyerɛ sɛ ɔmbɛma me kwan koraa na manya zoom mɛtumi anya a platform with the women na kyerɛ sɛ yɛakɔ so akasa because we don't have that time yɛn nyinaa yɛwɔ one page no so ɛna most of them no ɔmo ntumi they can't talk I don't know but going forward that's what we are planning to do sɛ sɛ yɛhyɛ ɔmo di na yɛne ɔmo kasa ɔmo na ɔmo nso going forward sɛ ɔmo tumi ba forward because akyire no me ne ebinom kasaeɛ ɔmo ka sɛ ɔmo ante ne ntɛm ɔmo te ne ntɛm anka ɔmo nso tumi bɛwura mu bi nti I think sɛ akyire no ne nyinaa satins no nso mobɛte ɔmo nka wɔ mu.
Yo, yeah, that's it. But obi for floor question be a man. Yo, 40 seconds. Now, youth organizer, oh, you're ready. All right. If that's any question there, yen trust na yen ko a youth organizer, a ya ohene afrani. Say oh honma flow no dia.
But that's it, Chairman, easy chair. So if I may, or any friend, youth organizer aspirant. For the past 4 years now, I've been the deputy youth organizer, deputizing my able commander, Frank. Now, I want to become the main youth organizer for these main reasons. First of all, I want to help improve the fraternity between the young people in our party. I think for the past 4 years now, we have been helping with organizing of events and other stuff, but we as young people, we haven't had our own event. And this is something that is on my heart. Because young people in the NPP Finland, it may have our own event where we can, first of all, fraternize, come together, know ourselves. And then once we have known ourselves, we'll be able to, sorry. So I think there's then we will be able to, after we know ourselves well, then we can mobilize to help our party. Sorry, there's sorry, one can say. So after mobilize, what Semenga?
Yatonka.
Okay. Sorry. Yes. So yetimi are mobilize your home together, no? Then we'll be able to properly help our party. Second of all, as young people, if we're able to organize ourselves, we'll be able to help ourselves in the diaspora. Also, there are certain issues that affect young people. And once we come together, we're able to know ourselves, we're able to address such issues. And young people also know we are the future of the party. So if we're able to properly organize ourselves, then we will be able to bring out solutions from the perspective of young people. And say, Paula Hoku, any TESCON Asia, he told them, say, the TESCON should position themselves as like the intellectual power of the party. There are some perspective to solutions via and then we'll be able to address those things. So that's it.
Tuesday 2 minutes into so wow question. Waiting there, man.
Yeah. Okay. So I have two questions, but I'll try and so one time who about the last election is NPP lost a lot of the youth votes, especially about if you check on social media, NDC dominated the social media with propaganda and we lost the youth vote. So as a youth organizer, no, how are you going to ensure, say, in Finland, you are able to attract the youth into the party? And the second thing is, as soon as the party gets into power now, a lot of the young ones are sidelined. Is you find the old people, the same old faces coming to power. And if you are a youth organizer, how are you going to advocate for the youth to be given opportunities to serve in government?
That's it. I think for when it comes to the second question, sidelining of the youth, first. I think for the youth to be given the opportunity, we have to show what we are capable of. We have to properly show what we are able to do as young people. And when we're able to properly organize ourselves, we're able to properly articulate our vision as young people. We're able to bring solutions to some of the problems we face, then I'm sure that we will be giving it. It will make it easy for the people in power to recognize our capabilities. So, as a youth organizer, I will mobilize the young people so that we are able to properly articulate the solutions
Time was
to
about
problems
20
that we
seconds.
face.
Time was
Okay,
about you have
that's
20 seconds to address the second question.
yes, Anna, the second question was about the social media and how we lost the young people. I think it's you couldn't have said it any clearly. We have to do more to be able to recapture social media because it's a very important constituent in our party politics. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, Sabri, a year communication, a year Joseph Safo body. The floor is yours. Yo. Safo also. And I unmute. So kasa unmute you because you're telling. Yo, man, who was?
Mochamenka.
I feel it.
Mochamenka is.
Aye.
Okay.
Yo, who kasa na? I feel the entire kabi.
Was I
You say Mochamenka.
I feel the entire
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm applying for the position for communication officer. And Yekuna as a political party, again here communication. How to convince people to join our party. Na omo party no mo nso ebetimi amo mo nso nya the right information ebetimi inform mo betimi atena party no ama yabato akọ nanim. Case the case election elusu ye ya. There are so many things that aban ya party for na nkasa kwa na we were not even aware. Echi omu free sukra na nyema bi ho ma ye tete ye hu eni ye. I'm vying for this position. Say your branch in a high say no. Nneɛma bi a ɛkɔ so a party no de ba bi a executives no esusu ho yɛ nyinaa no. I'll send a message down to everybody to get what is going on. I'll update everybody on our information at ɛkɔ so. And the next thing ɛhia me paa yɛ to extend our branches across Finland here. Adeɛ baako a me free River School aba Helsinki ase na me Ghana Union kora ɛpere ho paa yɛ branches. Asɛ sisi yɛhwɛ kuo yi mu paa yɛka NPP Finland it is only here in Helsinki. So we better even call it NPP Helsinki because we have other people outside Helsinki. They are all NPP, but we are not bringing them on board. So when I'm voted to power, I will really team up with all the other executives, especially the organizers, the youth organizers, women organizers, and other members. Then we have a strategy to link up all other cities. We have Ghana groups or other cities. We can link up, get them on board. That your messages, your information, and go down to them. Now you try to build up our party for the party to come back in power. I mean, just what
all right. That's Joe. Obviously, 2 minutes. Until less than 3 minutes. Questions for communication.
Okay, so my question is so we MPP party now. One of our biggest problems is when we are in opposition now, we know how to talk, we know how to convince people, we know how to bring down NDC's propaganda. But as soon as we get into power, it's as if everybody is trying to grab a position. Right, you're saying communication becomes worse because like the big question now, President Busa Kwan said, if you look at our parties, the main parties communications officer is here. Do you think he was the right person for the job? And in your position as a communication officer for Finland, how are you going to do much more better than he did?
Okay, Medasi. What you said is really right. When we are in opposition, Yakasa, we're trying to get power, and as when we got the power, we saw that NDC were using propaganda and other things. What the shortfall in our communication is sometimes the way we project whatever we are doing. We spend our time responding to propaganda rather than projecting what we have done. I can give you one quick example. Share time Akufo-Addo so and this year propaganda say I on wiem na odware gu yeso ene or claim odware gu yeso. That one went out there. I will be a kind Akufo-Addo a charter plane or no odware will plane mun ye. Meanwhile, we forgot about all corner project ben and all koye. Ubi send people ni be say ya on kai kra say na or for meeting be or kwa we don't even project that. But almost to propaganda to say and we were there trying to defend that. Now you jai the right thing now government now see project my man for tears, you spend our time responding to propaganda. So here's the case party we need to send it down. Who say this is what we are doing. Now your propaganda because they try to distract us from that angle. And the next question you asked to rate the current communication officer and then like every man has his own strength and the strategy or model it will not be right to be judging a person say oh yeah there are so many things that are that's why we lost the election. And there are other things in Swa, but it still didn't work well. So to just rate somebody in here and say, we can talk about some of their shortfalls and build on it, but not to just condemn the person. And because there are other ways that they could have done so many things better. Example is what I'm giving right now, not to be distracted by the propaganda, but to project the good things that the government is doing. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Joe. All is still time. I think we are going to the last but not the least. Rashid Mohammed Akali for the Nasara organizer. Pastor Rashid Wall.
Kwame, I think Rashid did message by you say time.
Okay. No problem. Because see now, so I think we've exhausted all of them. Now, will be our so candy. So what does also now officer will address it and whatnot.
Yeah, thank you, Carmen, for the opportunity. Now, Makion make a point say we cannot rub shoulders with USA and co because and now you knew her. That's what is implied. Now, me think otherwise say your resources are maximize your human resources are maximize. If we are putting use of what we have as a skills and experience as a Finland branch and a Ghanaian community, we have a company as a consultancy bit must sell it. Yes, you know how. Na dia anya sika or more dia contribution more making. Yes, you bit my more. And if we have company as a branch, an arm of NPP, why can't we generate income to rub shoulders with the USA? Because they have their unique strength. We have our unique strength. It's a matter of maximizing our resources. Well, that's all. I think that's my answer to that.
If I can
back and forth.
Just this, and then
we are done. Marty.
Yeah, I think that I could see the mechanic. I was saying this relative to finances, and that's why I said it's a branch. As a branch, we have to identify our niche where we can do better. If we don't have the money, where else can we do better? So in terms of money, I said so. For example, if you take US, in terms of numerical strength, they have the numbers. That number gives them advantage in terms of raising funds. In the past administration, NPP according even Akufo-Addo made about over 100 appointments. 100 appointments, about 80% went to the US. So if all these appointees are bringing something small to the branch, it is a lot of money. And so, your disadvantage, in terms of even the economy, US.
Seconds.
Who raise funds? It is more difficult to raise funds in Finland based on a new call for year compared to the US, and that's why I was talking about say in terms of finances. However, if I talk about their nature, it is because you was special niche, and I say you identify a special strength. And nuntina ene senka Dr. Bomia I win elections, and we are going to have 3 appointments as Finland. And can see that why it is because we are using your strength, you are not adding, and we have the idea name. Trade book, doing media engagement. All these things are it is positioning as my position as chairman of the external branches. Nina is positioning the branch in the way kind of niche.
But that's it. But okay, Odin the K, what page on, sir?
Yeah, Kwame Mpachomia.
I don't know, the Biara, Oba Biara, K out to you.
Mema, how am I how? Whether Obiasi, Bushafo, and say, so when we team Maya, dear Maya, I don't know my knife. Now, my question yet, Yawa. I'm saying, yet, where do you be a mamma prenubia to me? No. Ye kaka Ghana say what can I be kwa kudi nkunimo na ye lusu ye di obi kan voting apathy
Kofi first obi so because of time and yes obi because of answer na I so
yeah okay chairman for me no omo beka bibia voting apathy e ma ye lusu ye no musu sise die na mu betumi aye a ebe Kenya efiefo ma sabi next election omo be sori waka akoto aba because you see voting na party na ma yelusu ye nti dia na
1 minute Kofi that's 1 minute said about one kasa all the way into 1 minute for each candidate. Well, are you ready? Makione Bernard, the movie at me.
All right, I think that the issue my party nearby, basically a didija opportunity to serve various positions. Among kwa didi mama others nibi. Sabe you tomo for kra na me kwine ke kakra omuntie. So untie dia okay, monko ni menhwe. Enti no sa didija nyina eka ho na ema de e baye nyina baye. And then also beyond that, you say a party, now there was a lot of fraction in the party. Disunity about party name. Obi say me Alan, Obi say me Ken, Obi say me Baumia. That fraction about it also affected the strength of the party. To be what I was say, nam peke in Japan, nam pe Alan Chamantin, we nya dia na bano kamen koto, what if ye? Sane mani nyina no I think that, and then also that, of course there are many things. Of course, we are many more. Now, young party for no, or any home. And then I'm Omango Tabano. Omango Tabano, so Omango Tabano Mama Mahama. It means that it's not like they like Mahama, but it was because they had concerns within the party that we could not address those concerns, before the elections. And I think that's what generally affected us. So going forward, we need to see how we can mend the fraction our party. I say, you are Sabi, Idia, Yebeka Union, so be as Subina Kakra, Eddie. That's my brief response.
Okay, that's Kusi.
Yeah, thank you, Makion, for your contribution. I think opportunity one side as a teacher, but it's also other side. You share your communication. Any normal na ye togu yen so a na ye ntimi nyia no ye. Emma nipa hu said ya ye no the omo kan sa na tie. But most any ye teacher. Adidija no sisi ankasa no party na akwese agija. Bempenfo no say yetimi agi ye ho tum say ye we dan say ye be defendi brebia no. So ye go no yantimi amfa amafama omo matwom no be difficult to say. But we need to calm down, but ye strategy no ebe boa ma omo nso identify the entire omo ye the entire omo nso betima the omo betima ya ebe ma omo buafu ma baba because wa ma obi buafu no se wo wantimi anje wo mfum so a wa ya ma nipa no buafu there's no way you can go to the person and defend what you did meanwhile the person is angry with you. So I think we start to accept that we contributors, but we should make a specific say way you contribute to way you contribute to, because we are a general answer. People will not trust you. Be a no maybe a course for the any the idea ye say. The next time you see the free, you be in say about Wama or more food or more sweating.
Yo, enti ebeda munyina wase. Enke ya no si ase se owusa fie wo bibi nti me ma wo ai. Esro ye wie wo ya na ye wie ano na chese ye the meeting e ba wie.
Yo,
Owusu. Yo.
Kwame, medase. But enkomodie mu no issue bi appeal no I think say ye nyina ye share o idea ye betimi adomo sukọ akakra. Na kusi ka say as NPP Finland bi a ye betimi establish company bi na ya na me no so amako na akwa ni. Pacho obetimi ama example of company bi a ye betimi amaso ebia utimi maso utimi ka if we have everybody will take the thought of home and we begin to think about it into a bit me examples and a one or two.
Okay, okay, thank you very much. Yentimu emphasize company as an entity its own, but as an arm of Finland branch. Be on only entity or be managed by one board. But what we are going to do is say we will capture the database of the various expertise here, IT, engineering, health, near Obia ya develop program Obia, now you capture database. Then we form a social enterprise. As part of our activities, going to be an impact, and our expertise are going to be used or sell to attract projects so that we will have a business and impact aspect moving together so that any engagement, part of the engagement will go to NPP and part of the engagement will go to those expertise members. But we also extend to the entire Ghanaian community. Expertise, we need expertise from Finnish community. We need expertise from Finland, Ghanaian Finland community. So I think
All right. When I did that, any owusu kofi edas. Ye beda obi bia se munya abre. E ba ya yetimi echina said the kind echina ne the last day I yet to aba. Ejidi se mu nyina so give you a good account of yourself for the voters to decide. Answer that before say me me wo I think the committee members Elder Mwani ne Dr. Frederick. If say mo bi ambasa mo ka.
Kwame.
Godfred.
Yeah, wait a mommy, just a minute. Na me musa wa ibi.
Okay.
Na me clear. Me two additional payment of dues. So
Mm-hmm.
Enra ena ene those people because already what can say
what confirm say enra and which means is out of the
but no be say eja me yeah answer say be I won't be blamed in any way.
Yeah. Deadline was 28 into we have to stick to that. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Damonine Doctor, what if candidates as a conclusion not yes.
Okay. More. Muito bem, cara.
It's okay.
Me commend Muina from the chairmanship position. Muina or Yamai. We are by at least we have been able to show that given the note, we'll be able to do the job. We commend them of women organizer, men will say, well, not all can be said. Woman need a group be a data, but yeah, create if you take meaning the as your authority be from the chairman and son with me form women group. Nanka woman in our platform back sure. The son at the end there. As a woman almost any bear, woman able to mobilize no mobilize more women into the platform. By so doing, about women participation so to me, akoyi kakra amai. It is only beer, say chairman, current chairman, and I say one more to make creative be. Now, as a man and one, the gusso, no to me. Aye, NPP communication grab a pian ever. Yes, I can maybe say any organizer. The meeting, we don't say the whole NPP membership. But look at it, then you'll be kind of leaders here and a bugusu. Next time, no, I say organizer, youth organizer, all the organizers, now communication, and so I say echo to the appropriate platform. Then you be a woman in our who say, BBC, Koso. And yes, they be a young one in the bottom of us. Yes, I swear, no, yeah. But once more, like I said, I commend them for what you have done.
Doc.
Thank you. Maybe just a short message of congratulations in advance to everybody, all the contestants. You need to be recommended, even for having the courage or the boldness to stand. And no cry is something that is that should be recognized, and I say should be appreciated. And I think so all the voters and as all those people who availed themselves here. Dr. Is it Auntie or Auntie? No, sorry if I don't get your name correct. For all the questions, very, 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 very brilliant, very, very appropriate questions. Mr. Isaac Adam, for me personally, no, it's just to comment all of them and then also thank everybody for this occasion. And good luck to all the contestants. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. And the committee members are better contestants. Must the voters so buy so the candidates any questions what you put to them session or more engaging. The American answer China by 10 o'clock said yakan. And yet exactly 10 and your system a trigger. From 10. If you receive a message 10, if you receive a message, it be a 10-1. But between 10 and 12, you best sign our Zoom line we are so. Say, oh, any difficulty in voting near there, Obaso, Natchez, or Bibisa. Kakrebeka. You wish all the candidates, all the best. Kofi Awome, Mr. Ross sent me email, and Isaac Bodu. Mr. Isaac Bodu were black away. So, me an email for the, and Celestina Wilson honestly email me into the same. Momoamina, Yankrisha, and Kofi, a data, na Sanabaya, you bring ya to me. I'm mapping up your setup for tomorrow morning. You better must now a channel. You hope to say maybe I have a kind by 12 and not just see. I'm sure maybe
And I say, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And I'm on in a my friend is here or other a unison.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.